Hey guys, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Butch. I'm retired, do a little bit of camping. I camp in my 1976 Chevrolet P20 step van. It's equipped with a 292 six-cylinder automatic transmission, and I have a little bit of solar, 12-volt refrigerator, a bed, LP stove. I got what I need in there, and I get along pretty good in it. I left the house at 10:30 this morning. Now it's about 4:30, and most of us been riding up and down these gravel roads looking for a spot where I can get like 1 bar of phone signal. Well, that ain't happening out here. Every now and then I can catch a satellite, so if I do need to message my wife or she needs to message me, we'll probably be all right. Uh, I'm gonna get set up, get the awning up, get some tables out here, and maybe get a fire going. I don't know. It's still kind of warm. Probably get the screen back on this door and the mosquito bar up on the back, and then we'll see if it cools off a little bit. All right, guys, get back with you in a little bit. All right, guys, we have camp somewhat set up. Got the slumberjack up halfway. They were calling for rain this afternoon, but it doesn't look like we're going to get any. Got my stove over there, little 2-burner Coleman. My table and chair, of course. Then I got my water station set up over there. Well, it'll be a dishwashing station before I'm through. Got the fire pit straightened up and cleaned out a little bit. Got a little jag of wood, not much. But this was in the fire pit. But that is solid walnut right there. And I didn't bring anything to split it with. I don't believe I can do it with my hatchet. I do have my little electric chainsaw to cut it up with. And it was in the fire pit. So I guess it'd be fair game. I don't know. These right here, if they're not too old, would be some taste. Oh, wait a minute. We're in business. Look down there. Those are golden oyster mushrooms, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not. But there's a picnic table, but it has got, looks like goose crap on it. We'll make do without that. If not, I do have a, well, it's not really a tablecloth, but it is a shower curtain that I can put over it. And while we're on here, let me take you down here for a little walk, and I'll show you what we're up against. I do have one neighbor over there. It's just one guy by himself. Seems real quiet. I don't know what he'll think if I start that generator tomorrow to charge my batteries, but I may not have to. There's a better way to get here. Here we go. This is what we're up against right here. And this thing is a stock trout stream. As you can see, that is the reason we don't have a phone signal, that big bluff right there. And then there's a matching one on the other side. So every now and then I can hit a satellite, but we're going to come down here in a little bit as soon as I sit down and take a break. Man, it's been a hard day, and I haven't really accomplished anything. But I tell you what, guys, I'll get back with you in a little bit and we'll see what happens. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We were sitting around here just I don't know, got everything set up, was getting comfortable, and it started thundering. You could hear it way off in the distance. Well, then it kept getting closer and closer. Then it quit for a minute. Then a while ago, it started thundering again, and raindrops started hitting the tarp. So I moved the firewood under here. I haven't even started a fire yet, and haven't decided what we're going to do for supper tonight. About everything I got requires some cooking. I didn't bring any sandwich meat. I do have some peanut butter and jelly. That might not be a bad option. And I have some chips. But I got everything either scooted under the van or up close, you know, to the center of the tarp in case it does rain. But we haven't been fishing. We haven't done anything. Once I got everything set up, I was so tired. I just sat down and been sitting here daydreaming, I guess. But this is just day one, or, you know, the first night. And we got a day or so to go. I'm not sure when I'm leaving, actually. Don't really have a plan. Got enough food to hold out. Well, actually, I probably got enough food out in there to hold out for at least another 2 weeks. Might not be what I want, but it'll keep you alive. But I don't know. I'll get with you. I've got some citronella oil in my little lantern over there. That is the leakingest lantern you've ever seen in your life. I had to put it in a plastic bag last week when I went to go home for the last video. Put it in a plastic bag and put it in the back of the van because it was dripping everywhere. But anyway, maybe between the salmon or citronella oil and a little light breeze, it'll keep the bugs off of us. But we're going to sit out here till it does start pouring down rain. Then we'll figure out what we're going to eat. So we'll get back with you in a little bit. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't get blown away last night. It it rained pretty good. I brought my table and chair and everything in here, got everything policed up outside that looked like it would blow away. Came inside, sat in here for a while, did make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and some chips, and pretty sporty. Sometimes I forget what it's like just eating simple stuff. I mean, we do occasionally at home, but most of the time one of us cooks, mostly the wife, but I will get off my butt and do something. We sat in here for a while after I ate. Finally, I got my chair and went back and sat under the awning and stayed dry under there. But the weather never, well, it might have gotten bad around here, but down in this hole, I'd probably never know it. I did see on my phone this morning, the wife had texted me about a little after 8 last night. Apparently, I got a satellite sometime during the night and asked if I was okay. Well, of course, I never text her back. I'll get a signal somewhere this morning and let her know I am. But it was good of the fire department to come by and warn us. I think I'm going to get this cup of coffee down. Well, this one and one more I've got over there probably. And I'm going to go do a little fishing. And then I'll come back and make breakfast. Don't know how much of the fishing I'll film because, you know, if the action's hot and heavy, I probably won't have a chance. Or if there's nothing biting, it wouldn't be worth watching. But let me get this coffee down and get my pole rigged up, and I'll be out of here. Oh, morning, guys. Uh, well, we didn't do bad. We didn't do good. We didn't do bad. Uh, there's three, which is probably three more than I really want to eat, but I will eat them. I'd rather have some crappie or catfish, bluegill, anything, but I will eat a trout. But you're not going to see me eat them with the damn heads on them. You don't eat the head, so why cook them with the head on it? That's something I'll never understand. But people do it. I got a pour over heating up over here, or a French press. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get those fish cleaned up and get them in the cooler. Stick with me. It may get better. All right, guys, we're going to do up some breakfast. I have a pan of biscuits in the oven already. This is just some bacon, onions, and bell peppers all diced up. And I'm going to fry this up. About the time that bacon gets done, the onions get to looking right. I'm going to crack a couple of eggs in there, I believe. I have about waited too late to cook breakfast. The bugs are going to eat with me, it looks like. But we'll get over it. Should let that skillet get a little hotter, I guess. Oh well, we'll make do. I'll bring you back when it's done, I guess. Show you what it looks like anyway. All right, guys, we got our bacon, onions, and peppers all cooked down here. See if you can see them. But we have got the biscuits done. They are looking good. Bottom's not burnt. That one's a little darker, but they are perfectly edible. I love a Coleman oven. All right, I'm gonna get these eggs in here. Whoa, maybe. And we'll get this stirred up. Oops, got a little carried away on the cracking there. Oh, that one's tough. Yeah. I'll tell you what, folks, it is, sun's trying to come out, which it was out a little earlier, but I believe it's going to be a nice day. I did hike up the hill over there and talk to the wife earlier, and she said they were calling for more storms this afternoon, so we'll see how that goes for us. And I believe those deserve a little shot of this Cavender's seasoning. If you've never tried it, give it a shot. It was developed by a Greek family in Arkansas, and apparently it took off and they started selling it commercially, which that's been years ago. I know my grandpa's been using it, well, he did until he died, but he used it on about everything. And I kind of like it myself. All right, let me get you shut off before I burn those up. I want you still looking at them when they look pretty. All right, I'll get back with you later. All right, guys, welcome back. We're out here at the dishwashing station slash everything else station. What I got here is some deer steaks. Well, that didn't work out. But anyway, I got some deer steaks thawing out. And apparently Sutton's Locker in Newhall, Iowa has fired all their good help or something. That used to be the best locker I ever been to. But over the past, I don't know, seems like ever since COVID, the quality that they're putting out, well, I'll be honest with you, it sucks. See how thick the one is, how thin the other one is. Then, when I first started going there 20 something years ago, you didn't get anything back with silver skin on it. Now you get it back with silver skin, deer hair, you name it. But they make good sausage and stuff, but their butchers are slacking. It used to be the best place in the country to go. We have got our fire going over here. And if you'll notice the stumps, I'll show you what that's for. Theoretically, when that burns down to coals, I can put my Dutch oven on that stick right there and hang it over the coals. I'm going to brown up that deer steak, roll it in some flour, brown it up, add a little bit of oil or whatever. Anyway, basically, I'm going to try to make like a stew. Well, I don't know. I might leave the steaks whole, or I might cube them up and make like a stew. But I got some potatoes, onions, pepper, carrots, all kind of stuff to work with. There's my Dutch oven, and apparently I cleaned it last time I used it. So I'll get back with you when I show you what we're really doing. All right, guys, we are getting this stuff browned up. I should have let that fire die down a little more before I ever started to try to put anything over it, but it's working for us. It actually looks good. Oh yeah. I say that is good enough. We need to get some goodness in there. This is probably half enough onion and bell pepper, but it's what I diced up. Escapees. All right, guys. You know what we need, though? We got to have garlic. Man. All right, we are gonna put a little garlic in there and let that saute for a minute. Might add just a little bit of water. I don't want to add any more oil, which that oil disappeared about as soon as I threw that meat in there. Well, and as luck would have it, my water pump quit a while ago. So we're back to doing it the old-fashioned way. Not sure what happened to it, but I don't know. It's the best you can get on eBay for $12, I think. So I will get another one day, I hope. Let's get it back over the coals now. All right, guys, let me shut you off, and we'll get back when we add some more stuff. Here we go. All right, people, I'll show you what we're working with here. Other than the massive sweat attack, a little warm out here to be cooking over the fire, but it's going to burn down in a minute. Or, well, it is simmering. That's good. Got our potatoes, carrots, onions, bell peppers, venison steak. I seasoned the steak with that flour and soul food seasoning when I browned it. And then the only other seasoning I've got in there is some salt and pepper. And a little bit of garlic, you know, but that's standard. All right, guys, I'm going to just let this set here. And if I don't get the gravy consistency that I like, I will add a pack of brown gravy mix because I kind of like that stuff. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I threw some carrots in the fire just because, you know, I don't know, keep the rabbits from getting them, I guess. All right, get back with you when this is done. All right, guys, it really looks better than I expected. I let the fire burn down a little too much, I guess. So I threw another chunk of wood on there. It is done. I got the lid off trying to thicken it up a little bit. Ooh, and I'm about to turn it over. Hang on a second. I gotta regroup. There we go. All right, I'm gonna work on that, but I figure if we're gonna be fat, let's get real fat. I'm gonna make some Jiffy cornbread. I ain't making no muffins. The only pan I could find was a small cast iron skillet. I hope it fits in there. I do have the oven preheating over there. And I had an 8-inch round cake pan. If anybody knows what happened to it, give me a call or send me a message because I sure can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. All right, I'm going to make this cornbread. Hope that heats back up a little bit and starts to bubbling again. And I'll get back with you. All right, guys, we have got it done. It has actually been done, but I just happened to get a cell phone signal. So I was watching a video on YouTube. I know, should have called my wife or something like that. But when you get a video or a signal on YouTube good enough to watch a video, you watch a video. This, I don't know if you can see it. Don't do that, dummy. There's our cornbread. You think it turned out? Ooh, maybe it's stuck. Shouldn't be. We'll find out, though. I don't know why I cut that again. I'm going to eat a bigger piece than that. Yeah, it might be stuck. Anyway, let's see what this stew looks like. I should have chopped those potatoes in smaller chunks. I mean, they're way done, but just the fact would have been easier to eat. Man. Mm. Can you see? All right. I know what would go good with that. Piece of this cornbread if we can get it out of here. Oop, we didn't. The bottom tore off. But the top looks good. So it did stick a little bit. Well, that's all right, because I'm going to crumble it up in here anyway. Anybody else ever do that? Leave me a note in the comments. Crumble your cornbread up in your soup, stew, whatever you're eating. All right, guys. I'm going to give you one more look. Well, I ain't really, but there you go. It's what's for supper. And probably supper tomorrow night, breakfast tomorrow morning. There is way too much for one person. I'm going to do something I've never done before. This is what my second day here. I spent one night. This is my second day. We caught fish, we cooked, we did everything we can do. And this video is going to be long if I don't end it right here. And then maybe I'll pick up again in the morning with another video. So if you're watching this one and you want to see what happens after this, watch the next one. If you get a chance, hit the like and subscribe. If you don't want to hit like and subscribe, which it is free, just send me something in the post office box. No, don't. I'm just kidding. All right, we are going to give this a shot. Mm-hmm. It's still hot. I know how you guys like watching people eat and smacking and carrying on. Let's try one of these little potatoes. Mmm. Way done. Excellent. Only thing we need, some of this black garlic sriracha. All right, guys, I'm going to finish this up. And I appreciate everybody watching. Get a chance, like I said, hit like and subscribe. But we'll see you on the next episode.